Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. Australia may be facing more rate hikes. But first, the tight American labour market is still showing its resilience. The number of Americans filing for jobless benefits fell slightly last week to 258,000 when a seasonal rise was anticipated. And existing home sales dropped in the US in June from May to an annual rate of 4.16 million. Sales were down 18.9% from a year ago, though. So it'll be no surprise that a key leading indicator index fell in June, and it wasn't its first fall. The decline was driven by gloomier consumer expectations, weaker new orders, an increased number of initial claims for unemployment, and a reduction in housing construction. This index is pointing out a slowing economy that isn't about to pick up. In China, their central bank left its loan prime rates unchanged after cutting them in June. And Japanese exports rose 1.5% in June compared with a market forecast of a 2.2% rise after a 0.6% gain in May. This was the 28th straight month of growth of shipments in Japan. But Taiwanese exporters sank a whopping 25% in June from a year ago, coming in worse than market expectations of a 20% drop and a 17.6% fall in the previous month. It marked the 10th consecutive month of deteriorating orders. Demand continued to decline for all product groups, particularly electronic products. And the Australian labour market added 33,000 jobs in June, double the 15,000 expected. 39,000 of those were full-time positions, and part-time positions fell 7,000. Their jobless rate stayed unchanged at 3.5%, but in New South Wales their jobless rate fell to a remarkably low 2.9%. And staying in Australia, their prudential regulator has told superannuation funds that they must reassess the value of their unlisted assets every quarter. That could be an earthquake for those funds, as they have $650 billion in these illiquid unlisted asset classes, especially commercial property. The US Treasury 10-year yield will start today at 3.85% and up 10 basis points from this time yesterday. And the price of gold will start today at $1,970 an ounce. That's down $8. And oil prices are unchanged from this time yesterday at just on $75.50 a barrel in the US, while the Brent price is at $79.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today down slightly from yesterday at 62.3 US cents. Against the Aussie we're lower at 91.9 Australian cents, but against the euro we're firmish at 56 euro cents. That all means our trade weighted index has slipped 10 basis points and down to 69.9. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.